Okay, imagine you've just been elected British Prime Minister. How do you celebrate this once-in-a-lifetime victory? The answer is simple. You absolutely must dance to the Pointer Sisters' 1984 hit Jump for My Love, just like Hugh Grant's character in the 2003 comedy Love Actually. This isn't up for debate, and you're going to love it. But actually, Grant didn't particularly love filming that particular scene, not even a little bit. And in the new BBC documentary, Hugh Grant, A Life on Screen, he reveals exactly what he thought about the proposed dance scene when he first heard about it. Take it away, Hugh Grant.
That's going to be excruciating, and it has the power to be the most excruciating scene ever committed to celluloid.
He goes on to reveal, I certainly dreaded filming it, and director Richard Curtis kept saying, don't you think we'd better rehearse the dancing scene? And I'd say, yes, I've just gotta learn some lines. My ankle hurts today. So it was never rehearsed. In the documentary, Grant describes his predicament like this. Imagine you're a grumpy 40-year-old Englishman, it's 7 in the morning, you're stone cold sober, and it's like, okay Hugh, if you'd just like to freak out now. It was absolute hell. Think he's joking? He's not. Director Richard Curtis even confirms the story.
He hated the dance scene.
Curtis goes on to say, we left it to the final day, but as always, he'd actually really rehearsed and had 3 or 4 little jokes up his sleeve. And he turned out, from his dirty behavior in discos across London, to be quite good at dancing. At the time, Hugh Grant wasn't exactly shy about expressing his displeasure about the scene. In fact, it sounds like pretty much everyone on set knew he was dreading his mandatory twerk out. In the same BBC documentary, actor Colin Firth says, I do remember him making a terrible fuss about the dance. And much like the rest of us, Firth sounds pleased that Grant ultimately came around and gave the dance his all. Firth even admits, I think it's the highlight of the film for a lot of people. So why did Hugh Grant hate the idea of the scene so much? As he explained to People in January 2018,
well, I could see that it might work, although I never understood it technically.
He goes on to reveal, I kept saying to Richard, okay, look, I got the radio on in my bedroom and I'm dancing, fine. But then I start to dance through the whole 10 Downing Street. Where's the music coming from, and how does it cut off at the end? According to Grant, Curtis just replied, oh, don't worry about it, it's just a film world. Meanwhile, Curtis says Grant's apprehensions evaporated once he actually started dancing, although his performance proved rather problematic from an editing standpoint. Curtis says Grant wasn't just dancing in the scene. He also ended up singing to the music, karaoke style. In 2017, the director told The Daily Beast, Grant didn't like the song. It was originally a Jackson 5 song, but we couldn't get it, so he was hugely unhappy about it. We didn't shoot it until the final day, and it went so well that when we edited it, it had gone too well, and he was singing along with the words. When you edit a dance sequence like that, it's going to be a third of the length, and the bit he's singing the words to isn't going to be the bit of that moment, so it was incredibly hard to edit. It sounds like Grant has come to ultimately appreciate the scene. In a 2018 interview with People, he acknowledged that people do like it. I'm proud of the fact I did it without any stimulants. These days, it seems like everyone fondly remembers Hugh Grant's bold booty shake. Unsurprisingly, that scene was spoofed in Love Actually's 15-minute so-called sequel, which aired as a Red Nose Day charity special in 2017. How did Richard Curtis manage to write such a thing? As he explained to the New York Times, I tried to think about what was the most memorable thing in each story, like Hugh Grant as the Prime Minister doing a dodgy dance and giving a speech. In the mini-sequel, Grant dances to Drake's Hotline Bling, but with considerably less grace this time around. In fact, he ends up rolling down the stairs and evidently hurts himself in the process. Hey, that's what you get for turning your back on the Pointer Sisters.
How many times have I told you not to dance down the stairs?
Well, once or twice.
Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.